Is it working? Oh boy, it is. Hello, subscribers and future subscribers. I'm KarmaJolt. This game, presented by Squaresoft, is Final Fantasy VII. And we are about to do it. Last we left off, I just sort of dicked around, and I was leveling up a bunch. What's up, Paul? I see you. Because I'm just trying to learn all my limit breaks. I want to show you all the limit breaks. I love this theme music, says Paul. It's talking about the Final Fantasy prologue theme, huh? That's in every one of those games, and yes, it's amazing. Oh, also I left off at the town of Calm, because I decided to trade the guidebook to the Calm Traveler so that I could get the underwater materia in return, which will eventually allow me to fight Emerald Weapon without the 20-minute time limit on the timer, because I'll be able to breathe underwater. And like, also, can we just talk about how it's already impressive that these people would have been able to hold their breaths for 20 minutes underwater? Anyway, I'm coming to the Wutai area because this is where I ended up learning Eris's final limit break. When I wanted to learn Great Gospel, I came here, and I felt like it was pretty easy. I felt like the enemies around here made it pretty easy. Last episode, I was fighting a whole bunch of enemies in the Sunken Gelnika, and I realize now that in order to learn my... Oh. First of all, I didn't realize that I was already there for my friend Airbud. Check this shit out. Can I do this? Right, I've got it. Yeah, okay, so I actually learned his final limit. I didn't realize I was already there. So let's go check out Cosmo Memory. Secondly, I was going to say that, I need to get a bunch of kills in order for Sid to be able to learn his level 3 limit. And in the Sunken Gelnika, I was fighting like one enemy at a time, and that's not really a good way to do it. But I just found out that Airbud was ready to learn his level 4 limit technique, so why don't I try to show that off, like, right now? I'm gonna run around this area. In the room in the back of Mithril Mines, there's groups of 5 enemies fairly commonly. I wanted to find these guys, though. I wanted to find the Thunderbirds, because they will, they'll use this lightning technique on me, which will fill a limit gauge, I guess not as much as I thought, but still. You know, there are groups of 4, and that's still pretty good. Of course, maybe I should give Asparagus the slash-all materia, huh? Yeah, that would probably help. That'd probably help if I traded him. I don't know if I could do slash-all added cut, and I'm guessing no. The higher level your limit, the more damage it takes to fill it. Yeah, I assumed that. Also, I think it has a lot to do with my maximum HP, does it not? Okay, so... Where's my dude? Where's Asparagus? Okay, so I'm gonna exchange slash-all and death blow. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that, so that Asparagus can get a fuckload of kills. But I also want to keep Airbud in the party momentarily. Actually, now that I think about it, maybe it would help to have the manipulate materia somewhere, so that I can, like, have specific enemies target specific people. So why don't I give Drew Breeze Manipulate and the Hypno Crown. And everyone's in Fury status. We're gonna learn some limits. But yes, hello Paul, thank you for joining the stream. How does it look and sound? Yeah, I guess I totally missed the fact that Earthrave is Airbud's level 3-2 limit break. Couldn't manipulate. Okay, that's fine. I do want to show you the dragon limit break. Now that I'm at it. Or now that I think about it. Yo, his slash all animation is awesome. Asparagus slash all, he twists his spear around in a really cool way and he acts like a badass. And while I'm out here, I keep meaning to duplicate some of my good items with the W item glitch. So why don't I do that? If you put a bunch of summon materia on, it'll lower your maximum HP. Yeah, that's a good plan. I should do that too. But in the meantime, why don't I do this? Oh man, look at that number going up. I'm getting so many mega elixirs here. This is a really easy glitch to do. I don't know why I didn't try it earlier in the game. But yeah, I'm just gonna get myself a whole bunch of mega elixirs here. Oh, and I also just realized that Airbud has the cover materia, which is fine. Because I still want to see his level 4 limit break before I switch him out of the party. Alright, that should be enough. Oh no, I meant to get to 69, but then I accidentally got more. Alright, I guess I have to use one in that case. But first, let's do this. Wait, why is that not working? Why is it not working on my regular elixirs? There it is, okay. What's happening? I was trying Cat Lovers Anonymous and then I accidentally messed it up. So here's what we'll do. I'll get this to 69. Like you do. Alright. Check that out. Oh, and then while I'm at it, I'll do this. I'll use 2 mega elixirs, so now everything's all at 69. Listen to that beautiful sound. So, now I can show you. Look how beautiful that is. I have 69 elixirs, mega elixirs, and Phoenix down. Isn't that great? And now I'm gonna use Cosmo Memory, which is Airbud's level 4 limit break technique. Which I don't think I've ever seen. Because I didn't really use this character all that much whenever I played this game on console. It was mostly Yuffie and Tifa. But I named them other cool shit. That's sort of neat. So what, like, he summons a planet that just hits everyone? And it only hits each target once. So, like, I'm not actually sure if that's as good as something like, Earth Rave, for example, which hits the same target multiple times. Like, if I'm fighting a boss, I want a technique that's gonna hit the same dude multiple times. But hey, we also mastered the poison materia. And I think that's it for Airbud. Like, he can take a break for a minute. So let's shift, let's switch someone else in. I know I have to get a lot of kills with Pikachu, but I'm pretty sure Knuckles is like fairly close to getting her level 4 limit technique. So why don't I make her angry? Haha, look how delicious that is. But yes, I will use a Hyper. The trick multiplies the first item you select. Yeah, the thing is, I wasn't listening closely enough to the sound effects to like confirm what I was doing with my hands. Like, I kind of messed it up a little bit. Alright, so let's give her some... Actually, you know what? It doesn't really matter what armor I give her now, so why don't I give her something that'll double the materia growth? Like, I guess Rune Armlet? Sure. Master Fist. Power up when condition changes. And it doesn't really matter what I give her here, as long as I don't give her something like the Bolt Ring. Sure. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna give her the ribbon so that no one messes with her, with her fury status. Okay, so... What do I want that... Okay, I'm gonna double the materia growth on contain. I guess I'll start working on barrier, because I randomly found... Like, what was selling those? Was it in... Well, did I find that in Corel? Or did I find those in Rocket Town? But there was a place that was selling 2 materias that I had never seen before. And they were barrier and exit. So let's start working on those, I guess. And then I'll revive, like, light. I'm just gonna try to master as many spell materias as I can. Or as many types. That is, like, I already have an ice mastered, so I'm not gonna do that. Steel as well. Okay, and then for no reason, let's do... Throw. Sense. Might as well master some command materials as well. Yeah, let's give her cover, too, huh? Because I'm not sure if I need to build her limit gauge. Oh, let's just do luck plus. Yeah, what is her limit level? Oh, she's got level 3 Dolphin Blow. But not her second level 3 ability. So I do need her to get a lot of kills. What can I give her? We'll just have her hit shit. That'll be fine. But hey, let's check out Asparagus's other limit break. Dragon. Also, hi, says Cat Lovers Anonymous. Yes, hello, my friend. I never played any Final Fantasy games, so I have no idea what's happening. Right now, I'm just doing, like, the kind of boring part of the game where I, like... So, okay, so I should explain how limit techniques work to you. Allow me to get into a battle first. So you'll see on the lower right, there is a limit bar and a weight bar. And basically what the limit bar does is it fills up as your character takes damage. So if your character gets hit, his limit bar will increase. And then once it becomes full, it allows you to do whatever, you know, your limit break technique. That one I did right there is called Dragon. And it did something. I think it absorbed HP and shit. That's cool. But yeah, basically if you get hit a whole lot, your character gets pissed, and he's like, alright, I'm gonna use my limit break, which is a very powerful attack right now. And as you play the game, you can learn new limit techniques. So that's what I'm trying to do right now. Your character, for the most part, your characters either have to use a specific limit break a certain number of times in order to learn the next one, or they have to get a specific number of kills to learn the next one. So right now, I'm just kind of traveling around. It's a super attack meter, basically. Yes, yeah, that's a good way to put it. I'm sort of just traveling around, killing things and using my limit techniques so I can learn my new limit techniques. How did he miss? How did he miss? I guess it was a bug that was like laying real flat to the ground. I probably could have missed too. But he basically swings his spear like a baseball bat when he uses the slash all materia. I also should mention that each character has a hidden level 4 limit technique for which you need to use an item on that character. For example, Airbud, that dog that I just had in the party, I had to use an item called Cosmo Memory in order to teach him his final limit break technique, which was also called Cosmo Memory. And those items are... How did that not kill them? Those items are generally solved by they're generally found by solving puzzles in the game or looking in the right places, for example. Asparagus is really not one-shotting these guys. Is it because he's in the back row? He has long-range materia though, right? He does. Maybe it doesn't work with slash alt, but while I'm at it, I'm not sure why Knuckles is in the back row. Did I put her in the back row for some reason? I should also explain, if you've never played a Final Fantasy game, that I can put my characters in either the front row or the back row. And if they're in the front row, their melee attacks will deal full damage, but they'll also take full damage from physical attacks. Whereas in the back row, they will take half damage or reduced damage from physical attacks, but also their melee attacks will deal reduced damage. Some characters get items that have long-range attacks. For example, Hamtaro has a gun on his hand, so he can be in the back row and still deal full damage. Or I can equip a character with the long-range materia, which allows them to deal full damage from the back row regardless. Damn, this powder is so toxic. You know what, I might just, I guess I don't really have to use my limit breaks for either of these characters for a minute. Like, I just have to... Oh wait, no, Knuckles definitely needs to use her limit break. She needs to use her limit break in order to learn the next one. So, I'm gonna use Finishing Touch for no reason. I don't know if it straight up kills the enemies or if it blows them away. Yeah, do I get experience for that? It's about 10% less damage. No. Is that true, Paul? True Paul sounds like I'm saying RuPaul. Like the drag queen. I thought it was like 50%. Like, I thought it was real significant. What's the latest Final Fantasy, and should I buy it? I have spare monies. I think the latest one is Final Fantasy XV, which came out about like a year ago. I don't really know. Finishing Touch will insta-kill low-level smaller enemies and drop larger and boss-like enemies for damage. Oh, okay. Oh, you mean when it like the little whirlwind will lift them up and drop them? It'll literally drop them. Okay. I just thought of something. Does anyone have the time materia equipped? I mastered that one, didn't I? Let's do this. Next time I find one of those birds, I'm gonna haste him. I'm gonna haste him so he lightnings me more. Meteor Rain is still the better damaging attack. Yeah, I figured. I figured because, like, anything that does multiple hits is amazing once you buff your characters up with a lot of power sources and strength items. Alright. I want to find those birds. I want to find a group of those birds. BRB, says Cat Lovers Anonymous. Alright, Drew Brees can get an attack here, sure. Oh, does Knuckles have cover? I want her to have that. If she's trying to learn limit breaks. Also, I, like, definitely got an eyelash in my eye right now, so that's gonna be annoying for the rest of the stream. Some high-quality commentary from KarmaJolt. Carmentary. This is close to getting mastered, actually. Okay. Let's run around like an idiot. That's what I'm doing this stream. You're welcome, viewers. You love it. This is the best. This game's amazing. I'm gonna get rid of that map because it's annoying. Not as annoying as stairs. I'm still finding groups of these bugs. I want to find the bugs plus the birds. I want to find a group of bugs and birds. It's weird how those get along. Restore, gotta level up. That's great. I've mastered a bunch of those, I think. So I'm not sure how useful that is. I just don't want to, like, you kind of need to have a restore materia on you at all times because it helps cure you, it helps heal your shit. What's going on, Anime Girl 16091? How are you doing, my friend? Welcome to the stream. And as I was saying, like, you want restore materia. Like, at all times, you want to have a restore materia on you. But after mastering a couple, like, I don't like having the mastered materias on me, you know? Because they don't grow. They don't get any AP, and I feel like I'm wasting experience and AP growth if I'm not getting anything out of it, you know? I'm doing great. I'm doing pretty good. I'll tell you that, at least. For a while, I felt like maybe I was getting a little bit sick, but I think it's a false alarm. If I go to bed early tonight, it'll be totally okay. So, okay, I'm gonna lightning my own group here so that I can get Knuckles to fill her limit gauge there. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna mess this up real bad. I swear I hit the button 3 times there. Did you hear me mashing? Okay, I don't know if you heard me hitting the keyboard, but I hit it like way more times than just 5. That's okay. That's okay. Yes, welcome back, Cat Lovers Anonymous. I'm gonna give this person a dolphin blow. And while I'm at it, I'm gonna use Dragon again. Attacks and drains the HP MP from one opponent. Okay, so yeah, this is a lot like the Dragon Lance ability from Final Fantasy V. Do I gain that much HP and MP? Okay, 64 MP and significantly less HP. Also, I didn't realize that Knuckles was getting beat up there so much. So, she's got life. Who's got cure? There we go. It'd be really embarrassing to die around this part. Is this on stream? Says Anime Girl 16091. Yes. Yes, we're live. How else would we be interacting? That'd be really creepy if this was pre-recorded and I was somehow, first of all, answering your questions that you were going to ask. But also that I knew you were going to be here. I wish I could take credit for the name Asparagus, but no, that was one of my subscribers who suggested that one. And I was proud of him. My guy Leo Velli came up with that. How am I not killing these dudes? Is it because Knuckles is using a bad weapon? She's only doing 406. Okay, we need to get back attacked there, so she's doing like at least 10% less damage. But yeah, 400 something seems, that seems like 50% less damage. Also, am I using the right weapon for her? I'm actually gonna give her the Kaiser Knuckle while I'm here. Simply so that we can level up 2 more materias. Such as Magic Plus, why not? And Luck Plus, yes! Let's go with the stat increase materias. Thank you for watching KarmaJolt's Psychic Streamline, says Paul. I knew you were gonna say that. Miss Mumble Zero Mumbles is actually a reverse psychic, and she can predict what just happened. Did you draw the chocobo that's under your face came? Yeah, I did that in MS Paint. Are you proud of me? That chocobo, I switch back and forth between chocobo and chocobo, but I believe it's chocobo. But that MS Paint drawing has been a staple of the KarmaJolt YouTube channel since I guess since me and Mega Harv's Final Fantasy V tag team live stream. Alright, I'm gonna have this dude deal a whole bunch of damage to me. Look how much faster he's flapping his wings, but he's still staying in the same place. And while I'm at it, I kind of want to haste one of these bugs to see it flap its wings extra fast. Oh, is it on Steam? Yes, it's on PC. Okay. Yeah, that's why I'm using my keyboard. I completely misread what you said, and I was like, yeah, wait, what? How would it not be? Lightning Stab. Lightning and Stab are two great techniques to have. Like, if I had two techniques, it would probably be those. I'm gonna regen Knuckles, because she's working hard out here. Yeah, I'm playing it on the PC version. You are correct. And what's going on, Rogue Effect? Lightning me! Okay, I'm doing a great job of hitting myself a whole bunch with a bird. So yeah, I can manipulate an enemy and have that enemy attack me, and it will still affect my limit gauge. So that's great to know. Do it, bird. Knuckles got a limit break. I love this bird. He's my friend. Alright, confirmed. Now I'm gonna have Knuckles use her limit gauge technique thing. Also the frame rate on this is so much worse than it is on the PlayStation. I know I've mentioned that a couple times, but for some reason that scrolling wheel for Knuckles' limit break is like 2 frames per second on the video here, and there's no reason for that. I've got like a decent computer, and I think everyone does at this point. They at least have something that can handle Final Fantasy VII. So I don't know why the quality of that... Oh shit, I leveled up Steel, baby. I don't know why Knuckles' roulette wheel thing goes so... It's so choppy. Alright, I've mastered a bunch of steel materias, and I don't need to master anymore. So... How about let's level up one of these guys? Like Bahamut. No, wait, Leviathan, my friend. Yes. Yeah, he's already got Neo Bahamut, so that's cool. Alright. Oh, I missed some comments. That's a nice chocobo, better than anything I've drawn in MS Paint. Thanks, Cat Lovers Anonymous. Thanks for the compliment. Yeah, occasionally I draw my YouTube thumbnails in MS Paint, and I'm proud of them. Another method I use in the Mithril Mines early on. What are you talking about, Paul? Are you talking about gaining limits? Oh, were you talking about manipulating enemies to have them hit you? Is it the game? How is it on the PS4? I haven't played it on the PS4. But I know in the PlayStation version of Final Fantasy VII, it originally came out on PlayStation. On like PlayStation. Like the first PlayStation. And that scrolling limit gate, or that scrolling roulette wheel for Knuckles' limit break was not that choppy. Like, it was way easier to time that thing. And it didn't eat your inputs when you hit the OK button. So, I'm a little mad. I'm a little salty about that. I still game on a laptop from 3 years ago. Yeah, I only recently got all new computers and shit. Because I have, like, a job. I have a job and disposable income, and I'm living the American dream. It's crazy. I can almost afford everything that I need. Like rent and extravagant parrots. Ooh boy, we got snuck up on. Attack from both sides. There should be roughly 21 magic materia you need to master to turn them into a master magic materia. Knuckles is getting bopped, by the way. So, I don't know how many I've mastered so far, but that doesn't seem like too many more. Asparagus, get him! Yes, Dragon the Tail Vault. What a weird name for an enemy. But also, if I were the guy coming up with names for all these enemies, I'd eventually, after like 100 of them, be like, fuck it, I'll name him Tail Vault. I'll name him something dumb. The fans will not care at all. It'll be totally fine. This is the best Final Fantasy game. Do it. Do you have a Switch? Asks Anime Girl 16091. Yes, I sort of do. I share one with my partner. So she's got it at her house right now, but we switch back and forth. We switch back and forth. I really didn't mean to say that. I have 2 parakeets, 3 chickens, and a pug. And one day a snake, says Cat Lovers Anonymous. I cannot imagine how many cats you have in that case. If you got that many other animals, but your YouTube name is Cat Lovers Anonymous, you probably got like 6 or 7 cats, my dude. Which is awesome, and I respect it. Alright, I'm gonna regen Knuckles because she's getting whooped here a little bit. Which is like sort of the point, that's what I want to have happen. Because I need her to use her limit break a whole bunch in order for her to learn a new one. But also she's covering people, so that's, I guess, that's why she's taking so much damage. And while I'm at it, why don't I manipulate some loco weed? Yeah. I just want more weed, okay? What is this shit? I have... Yeah, I can manipulate a lot of these throwables now that I have it too. So will this work? Yeah, it will. Holy shit. I got a Stardust. It uses Comet too on all opponents. That's actually really good. So I love that I can just get unlimited of any item that I want, as long as I have one already. Alright, Knuckles, do it. That was actually the best I've done it so far, and I mashed the button. She's gonna get all 5 hits, is what it looks like, at least. Damn, you got kicked in so much water. It's weird that, Wait, didn't that guy get smacked? Did I hit him with something that healed him somehow? How did that guy survive that limit technique? I could have sworn Knuckles totally did a move to that bird and hit him with the kicks, but he somehow survived. I know, like, she's got a water kick in there. She's got some water attacks in there somewhere, so like I guess it's plausible that maybe he absorbed the element. But I didn't think that bird would do it. If you use the Scimitar and Apocalypse, it'll go faster. No, it won't, Paul, because while the Scimitar gives triple growth, it only has 2 slots. Which would be the same as something with normal growth and 6 slots. So I might as well use double growth with 5 slots. But yeah, you're right. I could use, yeah, triple growth with 3 slots. That's technically better. Yeah, okay, you're right about the Apocalypse, though. You're right about this. So yeah, what's he got? What's his materia right now? He doesn't need any of that shit. Let's give him the Apocalypse. And then I'll arrange here. Comet will go faster. Sure. Seal. I guess I haven't mastered one of those. I've definitely mastered a lightning or two. Ice, fire. And then maybe I'll give him something from over here. Oh, but these are getting double anyway. I'm gonna definitely exchange Ultima. And then, what do I give him here? Choco Mog! Let's master a summon. Alright, good call, Paul. You were right enough, and I appreciate that. That is what Switch is for, Anime Girl 16901. Especially if you hunt the magic pots in the northern crater. Oh, I forgot about those. Yeah, well, maybe later when I'm not so focused on limit breaks, I'll go into the northern crater. I don't know anything about, like the items I can find or the enemies that I can attack or that I can encounter in the northern crater. So maybe I will do that later. It seems like such a casual swing of his spear, and I really appreciate that. I used to have a ton of cats and kittens. Some of them were, some of which either sadly passed away or were given away. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear about those that you've lost, Cat Lovers Anonymous. But, you know, it's great that you had those friends at some point in your life. I have 2 cats. I have 2 kitties who are sleeping now, so I know they're gonna wake me up later at like 2 in the morning. I see you, Rogue Effect. You heard me. You heard me. Weird though that I haven't learned any new limit techniques this video except for Cosmo Memory. Oh, I want a manip for sure. I love that it's abbreviated to manip for some reason. And then we'll use regain. Some people actually pronounce it regain, y'all. It's regen. What do you think of Final Fantasy VII Remake? Has there been like a trailer for it yet? I haven't really seen anything about it. I've only heard stuff about it. And I don't know what to say besides like, I'm for it, I guess. It sounds neat. I might even play it. Really looks like that bird is sneezing on me. Lightning me. Asparagus has a limit break. I'm gonna wait for Miss Knuckles Zero Knuckles to get her limit break too. By the way, I keep mentioning this mysterious person named Miss Mumble Zero Mumbles, and that is my partner who you see all the time when I play, when we're playing Quiplash. She's the funny one. She's the funny one who wins all the games. Yes. Yes. Yes, fill that limit gauge. Alright, that'll do it probably. Okay, so first, actually I'm gonna have Asparagus use Hyper Jump, and I'll use Knuckles' limit break at the next battle. Look how high this old man can jump! What a dunk! He just dunked on those fools. I also forgot to mention that I have this big fat rabbit that I am regretting not naming it Big Chungus. I've seen the memes. Echoes Creen. I just watched the trailer for it. Looks awesome. Oh boy, okay, I should see that then. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't really been keeping up with like gaming news lately because I'm like this adult with responsibilities now and it sucks. So yeah, that's what my life's like. Also, like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't follow. When I'm online, I'm reading about politics and shit. Isn't that weird? Nailed it. I probably got all of those. I don't know. Take this, bug. So, okay, here's what I think is happening. I think what happens is, as soon as you hit that last A button and Knuckles goes to do all of her limit techniques, the game randomly chooses which targets she's going to hit and for how many times. And so, the reason that those characters don't die, like you saw I ran up to one of those bugs and I did beat rush, he immediately died, right? Then the other two, I hit him for like even more damage, but he didn't die yet, because I wasn't done hitting him. Like, I think the game doesn't actually kill off those enemies until it knows that your character is done hitting them. So, Knuckles only, like, she was only assigned to hit that first bug once, so he died immediately. Does that make sense? Same here. Do you like Trump? Hell no. Fuck that guy. Dude is killing children in cages. So, no. No, reasonable people cannot like that man. And I do not apologize if that has offended you. What am I trying to do here? I'm gonna manipulate. And then regen. Everything Trump says is like a verifiable fucking lie, and it doesn't make sense that, like, smart people, even if they're Republicans, will, like, still be on his side. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand how people like that man. No, it hasn't. I understand. Alright, you get it. What's up, Tribal Wolf? Just got in from work. Hello, KJ in chat. Hello to you, my friend. I'm being really aggressively polite right now. You know, I'm just casting lightning on myself. Don't worry about me. Oh, Cat Lovers Anonymous. There's no way you can say that he's okay as a president. Because he has done nothing but fuck up. And lie. And collude with Russia. Alright, let's use this limit break. I hit every one of them, I think, is what it looked like. Filling up that limit gauge, baby! Also, that man takes zero responsibility for any of his failures, and he's always like, oh, the Democrats are blocking me from blah, 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 blah. Eat shit, dude. Guy's a racist. Meteor Strike gained. Yes. Yes. Now what I can do is this. First of all, I'm gonna check. Attack an opponent. I love it. Yeah, they're all just attack an opponent. But hey, check this shit out. I can give her her final limit skill. So that's it, she says. Yeah, that is it. That's absolutely it, Knuckles. And now I'm gonna set her limit to level 4. Final Heaven, another limit break that I've never seen. Like, I've seen so few of these. Yeah, that's true. What has he accomplished? I'll tell you right now what he's accomplished. Okay, let me be unbiased for a second and tell you what he's accomplished. The economy is doing well. And I'll give him some credit for not fucking that up. But, that said, the economy has... GDP and, like, job growth have been rising since 2009. And guess whose fault that is? It's Obama's. Because that guy was great for the economy. So really all Trump had to do was, like, sit there. And the country would be in business, so to speak. So that's like the one thing that he hasn't really messed up. But now the government is shut down. he's basically... He's gotten rid of so many very important EPA regulations. Like, remember, like a couple weeks ago when everyone was like, oh shit, don't eat, romaine lettuce because, like, 3 people have died. The reason for that is because Donald Trump slashed, government regulations on farming irrigation. And... so, long story short, farms can be irrigated now with dirty water. Like, they can take cheap shortcuts to irrigate their farms. But that dirty water led to diseased romaine lettuce, which killed some people, so... why the fuck do you think we had those regulations in place to begin with? Alright, anyway, let's learn a limit technique, or let's see the new one. He accomplished throwing multiple temper tantrums while in office. That's true. That's true. Alright, I am regenning everybody right now. So that I don't get totally fucked up while I'm hitting myself with lightning here. Not to mention, like, the few things that he ran his presidential platform on. For example, the fucking wall. He hasn't accomplished those yet. And he straight up lied about them like, oh, Mexico is gonna pay for the wall. No, there's from the beginning, there was no way that would possibly be true. Because you can't make them do that. Anyway, watch this shit. Shit, did I miss with her final limit break thing? Not to mention they keep playing up like the, you know, that there's an invasion from Mexico. Like, oh, these immigrants are, you know, they're invading our country. No, they're not. Immigration has been dropping steadily since 2014, I believe. And like, are you really gonna call it an invasion when it's like some mom and her kids and you're throwing tear gas at them? They keep calling them illegal immigrants too, and it's like, they're not. Like, you have to be at the border in order to seek asylum in our country, so there's nothing illegal about that. And the ones who do sneak into our country, it's a misdemeanor. It's not even a felony. It's like not a big deal. It's the equivalent of getting a speeding ticket. So yeah, I could go on more political rants, but hey, we saw Final Heaven, isn't that great? I kind of missed the other one though. Like I think I actually missed on Meteor Strike, so we'll see that some other time. But in the meantime, why don't I switch out Knuckles, because she learned her level 4. So let's switch out Knuckles and put in somebody like, I don't know, Pikachu? I guess Hamtaro's pretty close. Hamtaro's pretty close to getting a level up. Or his final limit break. But I sort of gotta start killing enemies with Pikachu now. I'll do that later. I'll do it later. Don't even worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Alright, I'm gonna give this dude double growth. Where's the rune armlet? There it is. And then what's the most growth here? The drill arm? Does this say 37? Okay. Solid Bazooka has 8 slots. So that's already pretty solid growth. And then I gotta de-equip Knuckles. Okay, yeah. She ain't got no material. Alright, so let's double the growth on Contain. Barrier, because I need to master that. Mystify, sure. I'm trying to master my green materia. I know I mentioned that already. Heal. Earth. And that looks like it. So let's give this guy like more throw sense. W item. And then let's lower his max HP by a lot. Holy shit, 3,000. Wages are actually down when adjusted for inflation. Yeah, that is true. And I've heard, like, while our economy has been growing for a very long time, with the exception of the recession, wages have been stagnant since like 1980. You could have been a good president. What do you mean could have? I'm not even past my prime. In fact, I don't think you can be the president. I don't think you can be president of the United States until age 35. And I'm only 31, so maybe I can in the future. But yeah, thank you. Wow, thank you, Anime Girl 16091. I keep saying those numbers in a different way. At first it was 16091, then it was 16091. Next it's gonna be 16091. But yeah, you know what? If I ever run, I'll let you guys know, probably. In fact, I'll let the majority of the country know, as a matter of fact. Why don't I save? Why don't I save my game? I don't know how much longer I can stream, by the way. I might have to get off the internet pretty soon, because I got a friend coming over. Pikachu. Oh, you like that? You like my names? I'm glad you appreciate my names, Anime Girl. I'll tell you something, though. When I was in high school, like, My parents are very smart people, but for some reason they support Donald Trump. I can't really explain that, except I think they've sort of been, like, I don't want to say brainwashed, but manipulated by Fox News. Who are very good at convincing you that everyone else is lying. Like, that's what that network is really good at. And sometimes they're subtle and other times they're not. But long story short, my parents are Republicans, and they have been for a while, and that sort of goes hand in hand with being very Catholic. So, when I was in high school, I was like, okay, my parents are fucking smart. I should probably align my political views with theirs, so I did. And then, you know, in my social studies and history and politics classes, we'd always get into these debates, right? And I would be like, oh, well, I know about this because my parents educated me on this issue. So I have fuel for this debate when we're talking about, like, at the time, it was like weapons of mass destruction in, you know, in Iraq, and the, you know, George Bush is going to war. That was a thing that happened when I was in high school. But every time I go into these debates, my teachers would straight up show me with facts and evidence that my arguments that I had gotten from my parents were straight up fucking wrong. And all I could do was sit there like, huh, why did they let me believe that then? Why do they believe that? And I couldn't understand. You know, I just could not understand why my parents, who again are pretty smart people, would believe these things that, like, there's a million sources out there that prove them wrong. Technically correct. That's the best kind of correct, Rogue Effect. Technically effect. Oh, I didn't give Hamtaro Fury. That's what I was missing. Okay, so let's do Satellite Beam. I've seen this one, right? I've seen that one already. I don't know. Yeah, I guess he needs to do this one. Oh, look at this targeting system. It targets all the targets. That's dope as hell. That's an awesome limit technique. Even if it's not, like, that amazing, it looks super cool and I love it. He doesn't have any sort of, like, cybernetic enhancements in his brain that allow him to do, like, this computer targeting system thing. Like, he's either a Terminator or an X-Wing. So I don't know what that was about. You can just say Anime Girl. Okay, if you want me to abbreviate your name, I will, but I actually think it's funny to say the numbers out loud. That's why I'm doing that. I consider myself non-political, says Paul. You know, I feel like, I don't want to lecture you here, but I feel like that's the wrong attitude, my friend. And for a while I stayed out of politics because I didn't care, and then I realized the reason I can afford not to care is because, like, I'm a white guy with rich parents, and, like, nothing that happens in the political world will ever really affect me. And my friends, you know, who aren't as privileged, who don't have as much wealth in their family, they don't have a choice when someone, you know, they don't have, what am I trying to say? They don't have that luxury, that freedom to shrug off politics if something impacts them negatively. So in that case, I realized, like, oh, you know what? It's kind of my responsibility to make sure everyone else in the country has a fair chance. So I need to do my part and vote, you know what I mean? CNN is fake news, says Orange Man in Big House. But that's what he's like, you know? It's so childish. Like, every time someone criticizes him, he's like, oh, that's fake news, that's not true. And they're like, no, we literally have video of you doing the thing that we're saying you're doing, you know? What's up, iLightning? If people believe that the Earth is flat, they can believe everything. Yeah, that's another one that I don't get. But I also, like, how do I say this? It provided me a little bit of relief that I saw a YouTube video of one of, like, the most well-known flat earthers who did some experiment to prove that the Earth was flat, right? He did some experiment with, like surveying equipment, and, like, you know, like he'd scan the horizon, and he put, like, a jar, like, hung up by a string with, like, a water level on it. Anyway, he did this experiment to prove that the Earth was flat, right? And his conclusion was like, well, shoot, maybe the Earth isn't flat after all. So it's like, okay, if some of them can change their mind about that, then there's hope. So, how are you? They need to use their first skill to learn the second one. Oh yeah, that's true, that's true, that's true. That's why, yeah, that's why I'm using satellite beam, is it not? And I meant to give Hamtaro Hyper. I meant to give him Fury status and... what else? The cover materia? Did I give him cover? Use Dragon! And Lightning. I'm gonna eat this bird, don't mind me. I'm just gonna eat this bird. I know it affects me when I hear politics, it sounds like a bunch of "they're bad, I'm good" phrases over and over. No, I totally understand that. And it's exhausting, and it's frustrating to see that these people who keep, like, you don't know who you can trust, you know? And everyone's like, oh, you're right. Everyone's like, oh, this guy's lying to you and I'm not. But, like, that's why journalism is so fucking important. And it's absurd that our current administration is like, oh, you know, the fake news media, which, by the way, is everyone but Fox News, they're the enemy of the people, and, oh, you know, you can't blame me that somebody sent a bomb to the CNN headquarters, even though that I'm literally telling you they're the enemy of the people. Oh, is he out of MP or some shit? Whatever, I'll just slash him. I'm waiting for Hamtaro to get hit one more time. Yeah, here we go. Satellite beam, do it! I don't have privilege, I'm a minority. Well, I don't know too much about you. So you might be right. Choco Mog was born, yes! Yeah, I don't know if it's correct to say that you don't have any sort of privilege, no matter who you are, but I don't know. Maybe that's true, who knows? Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Yeah, by the way, all these things that I'm saying, I'm passionate about them, and I'm, like, pretty smart, and I'm pretty sure I'm right, but also know that I can be fucking wrong. So, you know, find out for yourself. That's important. What was I gonna do? Cover materia for this guy, huh? What should I get rid of? I'm gonna get rid of Typhon. F that S. And he can cover! Okay. So... this guy hasn't learned his level 3? Alright, let's get Asparagus a bunch of kills while we're at it. Good old faux news. I can't stand them. Yeah, you're one of the good ones, Tribal. I know that. Here we have problems with fake news spreading fast on WhatsApp. Yeah, and Gab. Did you hear about that? There's like some platform where basically nothing is censored, so like... so obviously like every fucking white supremacist Nazi has flocked to this social media platform. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Alright, I just killed him with Drew Brees. Don't even worry about it. We're leveling, sure. I'm getting a surprising number of texts right now. Let me just make sure this isn't something important. Oh, in other news, Mean Gene Okerlund died today. I watched a lot of WCW wrestling, and he was basically like the, what do you call it? Like the straight man, I guess, who would interview all of these hotshot wrestlers. And like his job was just to like have no emotion and be very professional and completely unbiased when he interviewed like assholes like Chris Jericho, who I loved. And Eddie Guerrero, rest in peace. Rip Mean Gene, watched him for years. Yeah, were you a wrestling fan, Tribal Wolf? Damn, that was a lot of damage right there. I guess I just shot a fly with a bazooka. You can use the hyper in battle too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I could have, but I was too busy doing other things. So, sorry. I'm looking for the birds, because the birds help me level up so much faster. Haha! He missed every one of them. That's why we trust him to help save the world. Of course, I don't have to attack in order to get these kills. I can use magic. Why don't I do that? Why don't I hit him with a summon? Oh, I meant to unequip Chocomog. Did I not? Did I do that? No, I still got him. Well, now that it's mastered, does it do anything different? Does it hurt anymore? I watched it a lot with my dad back when it was still the WWF. Yeah, when was that? They changed their name in like 1999 or something like that. Oh, that didn't do much damage at all. I have old WrestleManias from the 80s on VHS. Oh man, Tribal Wolf, I know you quit drinking a while ago, and I'm proud of you. You're doing great. But me and my friends used to play a drinking game with the WrestleManias. Oh no, it was the Royal Rumbles, now that I'm thinking about it. Where like, basically, like, you all pick a guy, like anytime a new wave of people comes in, you all pick someone, and when that person is eliminated, you finish your drink. And it's not much of a game, but you know, it was fun. It was fun for no reason. Alright, let me unequip this Chocomog and replace it with something. Replace it with something that can get double growth. For example, I haven't used these summons too much, and I think a lot of that has to do with the fact that they take for fucking ever in battle. Like, it just takes like a whole minute for this dragon to appear and be like, oh, okay, I'm awake. You want me to shoot this guy? Sadness may lower Your damage and limit speed, says Paul, but it raises your accuracy a little bit, where Fury lowers accuracy. Yeah, but that's an awesome trade-off in favor of Fury, you know? When you level up a summon materia, you get one more use per star in battle. Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I did know that. I don't know if I ever mentioned that though. And Master Summon has unlimited uses. Yeah, so, I meant to say that Traveler in Calm from whom we got the underwater materia, if you give him the Earth Harp, I believe, which is the item you obtain after beating Emerald Weapon, he gives you a set of Master Materia. So, like, what the fuck kind of life did that Traveler have in the past, where he found himself a whole set of Master Materia? Like, did that guy used to be a badass warrior of some sort? Just past 7 months sober, I feel awesome. Tribal, that's great. Good for you. I'm trying to do something similar for myself. Not that I'm giving up drinking, but well, I don't know if this is similar, but I also want to feel good, so I've started to eat more vegetables. And less, like, you know, pizza and, like, buffalo chicken wraps from the place down the street from where I work, you know? I'm trying to be a little bit healthier, and I am cutting down a little bit on drinking. And I have been, except for New Year's Eve. I spoiled myself a little bit. I didn't go too hard, though. I still was able to drive home with clarity. In the snow, as a matter of fact. It snowed here on New Year's Eve. Like, right about at 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. But yeah, good for you, my man. Tell me when you get to a year. I'm rooting for you. Did they add any new materia in the Steam version, or is it the same? I think they fixed some bugs, and I know they fixed some of the fun spelling errors that I used to appreciate. Wait, there are cheat options in the Steam versions? Is that true? An admirable goal. Yes, thank you. What's my favorite drink? Lately, when I go to the bar, I'll have one Dark and Stormy. And that'll be about all, unless somebody wants to buy me a beer. But lately, I've been a 2 drinks kind of guy. When I'm at home, though, I'll have the occasional beer. Okay, wait. Straight up, I should tell you my favorite drink is milk. Because without that shit, you can't eat cookies. You just cannot have cookies. It's impossible. But there's like a bodega, there's like a little corner store near me that has, I'm not much of an IPA guy, but it has this drink called the Sip of Sunshine IPA that I've been drinking lately because my friend introduced me to that, and it's good. This guy are sick. Wait, Paul, does it say that at some point? Like the Sector 5 slums, dude? I disagree on the cookie thing. Okay, look, I'm exaggerating. If the cookies are soft enough, you can eat them on their own. Ain't ever dipped cookies in water before? Weird. Don't tell me I haven't, because I have. It's just not as good. I will if I get desperate. But, you know, I'm not. Because I'm living my best life in 2019. Attack from both sides. Oh, both sides are the same. Weren't we just talking about this? Oh, both sides are bad. What am I trying to do right now? Oh, I want to regen on Hamtaro. It's so hard to select your fucking character when you're attacked from both sides. Like, how do I pick this bug? Okay, I have to mash the control pad. That's how you do it. Hamtaro limit break? Great, I'm gonna satellite beam these fools. Does he have a tattoo under his eye? What is that? There's like little marks under his eye. Under his right eye, I guess. I've never seen that before. Milk rule also applies to peanut butter sandwiches. That is 100% true. Also, I'm glad you said that because I just remembered my mom sent me home with a jar of her apple butter, which is amazing with peanut butter. Y'all ever had apple butter before? Even if you have, you haven't had my mom's. It's pretty good. Okay, so Seal was mastered. Who was that? Seal. Like the Kiss from a Rose guy? You know. Alright, mastered another green materia. With that triple growth, baby! We out here growing in 2019. Sorry. It's a new year, new me. Everyone keeps saying that like it's not just an arbitrary fucking date, you know what I mean? But you know what? Let's triple growth on this luck plus. Yeah, more luck. That's what I want. Does anyone else have anything mastered? Okay, no. Wait, did he? No. The javelin gives double growth, and that's why I'm using that over the scimitar, by the way. Because I can double 5, which is 10, instead of triple 2, which is 6, which is less than 10. I liked it better when I knew you never dipped cookies in water. What have I done? Look, I was a very young child, so I've had cinnamon apple butter. Yeah, is there another type? Where are you from, sis anime girl? Right now I'm living in Portland, Maine, in the United States of America. I'm from New Orleans, as well as, sort of, Kansas City, Missouri. I'm also from Ridgefield, Connecticut, which is boring as hell, and I never mention that to anybody, so... Also, Asparagus, can you stop? Can you stop missing, please? I'm from California. Ooh, good for you. Good on you. I'm telling you that like that's a huge accomplishment, but... I don't know, maybe it is. God damn it. Asparagus, I'm just trying to get you some kills here. Slash him. Cool, you travel a lot. I don't travel a lot, I move a lot. There's a difference, but yeah, you know, it's similar. It's similar. I've lived in a lot of places, and I've been lucky enough that, that has been a choice of mine. Can I use escape in battle? Oh shit, okay. Let's use escape from battle. I didn't know that. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna try it. I just want to see what it looks like, because I've never seen this spell. That's a fucking trip, my dude. Holy shit. That was awesome. And I'm so glad you got to see that. That sound effect was wild. And then like the ripple animation, too cool. I bet that bug thing was like freaking out, like, yo, where did they go? Yeah, that was cool. I mean, I guess that was pretty cool. I've never seen that before. I've played this game so much, and there's still a bunch of shit that I've never seen. Wait, was the name Asparagus my doing? I could have sworn that was Afghan Jesus, Tribal Wolf. I thought you named Guacamole. I know you named Guacamole. I'm pretty sure you named Guacamole. Man, that was a wild ride that I just did there, too. Also, Asparagus has 69 MP. But yeah, Kate Sith is named Guacamole. I don't dip my cookies, says Paul. What kind of life have you been living? Are you okay? Have you been to Disneyland? I don't think I've been to Disneyland or Disney World. Isn't that a shame? Is there a time difference? Yeah, I'm all the way on the East Coast, so yeah, I'm 3 hours ahead of you. Right here, it is 7:16 p.m. Anger Max gained. Oh, they don't call it Unger Max. Oops. Yeah, they changed that. It was this ability used to be called Unger Max, and it was. obviously a mistranslation of Anger Max. But now Hamtaro can learn Catastrophe. No sweat. I'm getting so many achievements here. Okay, so before I log off, I want to show you Catastrophe. And then maybe I'll show you Anger Max in another stream at some point. But let's have Hamtaro use his level 4 limit break. I see you, Rogue Effect. I recently went to Disney for the first time. It was neat, says Paul. Yeah, I've never been. I'm in the future, anime girl. Y'all so 2000 and late. My god, that reference is from 2008, so... sorry. Alright, let me get into a battle with some birds. Which is a sentence I say, like, way more often than you would expect. But then I want to show you Hamtaro's level 4 limit break technique. Nice. Nice. You did it, Asparagus. Has he still not earned enough kills to get his next limit break? That's crazy. But also I haven't used him all that much, so maybe it's not that crazy. Do you like anime? Says Anime Girl. I don't have the right to tell you that I do. I mean, I do, but I've watched so few animes from start to finish. So, I don't know what to tell you. Does Castlevania count? When I want to train limit breaks, I use Manipulate to target the one I want to use the limit break. Yeah, well, I've just been using that lightning technique, you know, and that's been working pretty well. There probably was a better place that I could have gone. Oh, it does? Okay. I didn't expect anyone to say that. But yeah, Season 2 of Castlevania is pretty good. I haven't finished it. I actually just started it. I know I'm way late on it, but it's pretty good. What about DBZ? Oh yeah, that's the one that everybody's seen. I don't actually think I've seen all of Dragon Ball Z, but like, I know how it goes. I didn't see too much of Dragon Ball Super. I loved Dragon Ball. Like, the original Dragon Ball was great. But yeah, everybody loves DBZ. Even if you say you don't. Let's see. What have I seen? So I've seen all of Avatar: The Last Airbender. Don't know if that counts. I've also seen all of Samurai Champloo. That's a great one. Outlaw Star was great when I saw it on Toonami back in like 2003. No, it must have been before that. It must have been like 2002, 2001. Did you watch Death Note? No, I'd never seen Death Note. Okay, so what should go on my list of animes that I need to watch? I've also seen Bobobo, which fucking floored me. Like, that shit was so funny to me. And like, I have so many friends who are actual fans of anime who are like, that is trash and you are trash for that opinion. And they're like so serious about that. Like, they're embarrassed to be around me because I mentioned once that I kind of like that show. I could slash all these dudes to kill them. I'm gonna manip one. I love Bobobo. Good. You are my friend now. Alright, so let's... Oh, Asparagus got his limit break. That's cool. Let's have Hamtaro get that limit break. Get that money, baby! I actually liked GT. I didn't see too much of it. I heard it wasn't as good as Dragon Ball Z, so I was like, alright, forget it. Oh, I need to cure Hamtaro, do I not? I remember Toonami, it was so good. Yeah, that was the thing that was on, like, right after I got home from, track practice in high school. So we would watch Tenchi Muyo, Dragon Ball Z, and then sometimes Outlaw Star, or it would be like a different combination of animes. But hey, here's Catastrophe, and I've never seen this shit before. What? This is already amazing, and I love it. He used his gun to fly high into the sky and then shoot more people with his gun. I can only imagine he's going higher and higher right now. It didn't kill all of them, which I also love. I'm gonna dragon this dude. Yeah, give me some of my MP back, because I need it. I'm only at 9. 60 MP right here. Yum. Oh, I ate that bird. It really doesn't give him much HP, or MP for that matter. Like, that's not a useful technique. Of course, when there's only one enemy left on the screen, it's fine. Okay, look, I'm gonna end the stream here, and we'll continue getting limit breaks next time. But I gotta go. My back is killing me, first of all. But I'm having a friend show up in just a second. Did I save? I know I'm paranoid about this. Alright, I saved. I saved twice. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching this episode of Final Fantasy VII. If you're new to the stream, Anime Girl, I really enjoyed your company, and I would love to have you back sometime, so please subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. And we'll talk about anime and politics and whatever you want, really. But yes, thank you so much, everybody, for watching this episode of Final Fantasy VII. Until next time, this is KarmaJolt signing off. Tell your friends I'm great. And I really do hope to see you soon. Anime Girl and Eye Lightning and Paul and Tribal Wolf and Rogue Effect and everyone else out there. Peace out, y'all. I'm gonna get me some cookies and dip them in milk, not water, Rogue Effect. You're welcome.